Imagine knowing from the day you were born that the highest position in your family's history would almost certainly never be yours. No matter how hard you studied, no matter how dedicated you became, no matter how much you loved your country. For Infanta Sofía, that has been the reality of her life. But the truth behind her story is far more emotional than most people realize. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories about Princess Leonor, Infanta Sofía, and the Spanish royal family. We upload new videos regularly, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. When people think about royal families, they often imagine a life of privilege, grand palaces, and endless opportunities. But royal life is also defined by rules. Rules that shape futures before children are even old enough to understand them. For Infanta Sofía, one of those rules determined her place in history almost from the moment she was born. She is the younger daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia. Her older sister, Princess Leonor, was born 2 years earlier. That single fact changed everything. Under Spain's current line of succession, Leonor became the heir to the throne because she is the eldest child of the king. When Sofía was born, she immediately became second in line, not because anyone doubted her abilities, not because anyone loved her less, but because the constitutional rules placed her behind her older sister. For many people, that sounds simple. But imagine growing up knowing that your sister is preparing for a destiny that you are unlikely to share. From childhood, Leonor's education has included responsibilities connected to her future role as queen. She has delivered major speeches, represented Spain at important ceremonies, undertaken military training as part of her preparation to become head of state. Sofía has also represented the royal family and attended public events, but her path has naturally been different. That difference isn't a reflection of worth. It's a reflection of responsibility. Being the heir means carrying expectations that begin early and continue for life. Being second in line often brings a different kind of future. Many royal experts have pointed out that younger siblings frequently have more personal freedom. Without the same constitutional duties, they may have greater flexibility in choosing careers, education, and the balance between public and private life. In that sense, Sofía's future could include opportunities that Leonor may never have. Still, it would be understandable if people wondered what it feels like to stand beside someone destined for the throne while knowing your own journey will likely follow another path. That question has fascinated royal watchers for years. Yet whenever the sisters appear together, they often project something very different from rivalry. They smile together, support one another, share relaxed moments during official engagements. Those glimpses suggest a close relationship built on mutual respect rather than competition. Perhaps that bond is one of the greatest strengths of Spain's young royal family. Because behind every future monarch is often a trusted family member who understands the pressures of royal life better than almost anyone else. Sofía may never wear the crown under the current order of succession, but she could become one of Leonor's strongest sources of support. History shows that many monarchs have relied on siblings for advice, encouragement, and stability behind the scenes. That role may not receive the same public attention, but it can be just as meaningful. Another important point is that King Felipe VI did not choose between his daughters. The order of succession is determined by Spain's constitutional framework. It is not based on favoritism or personal preference. That distinction matters because it reminds us that the sisters' different futures were shaped by law, not by family affection. By all public appearances, King Felipe and Queen Letizia have encouraged both daughters to pursue excellence, education, and service. Each daughter has been prepared for her own responsibilities. Each has been supported in her own way. And each represents the future of the Spanish royal family. Perhaps the truly heartbreaking part of Sofía's story is not that she is second in line. It is that many people misunderstand what that means. She has not been pushed aside. She has not been forgotten. She simply carries a different role, one that may prove every bit as valuable in the years ahead. As Princess Leonor continues preparing for the throne, Infanta Sofía is also beginning to shape her own future. Although she is not expected to become Queen of Spain under the current line of succession, that does not mean her life will be any less meaningful. In fact, history has shown that some of the most respected members of royal families were never the monarch. Instead, they became trusted representatives of the crown, supporting charities, promoting education, encouraging cultural programs, and strengthening their country's image both at home and abroad. Infanta Sofía could one day follow a similar path. One of the advantages of being second in line is that there is often greater freedom to choose your own direction. While Princess Leonor's future has been carefully planned from childhood, Sofía may have more flexibility to pursue her personal interests and develop a role that reflects her own passions. That could include humanitarian work, education, environmental causes, or international representation. Whatever she chooses, she will still be an important part of the Spanish royal family. Another reason people feel sympathy for Sofía is because comparisons are almost impossible to avoid. Whenever the sisters appear together, headlines often focus on Leonor's future as queen. Naturally, that can leave people wondering whether Sofía feels overlooked. The truth is, only Sofía herself knows how she feels. Publicly, she has never suggested resentment or disappointment. Instead, she has consistently appeared supportive of her sister. That is an important distinction. It reminds us not to confuse public curiosity with private reality. Many assumptions are made about royal families, but not all of them reflect what the people involved actually experience. From everything that has been seen publicly, Leonor and Sofía appear to share a warm and affectionate relationship. They have been photographed laughing together, encouraging one another, and standing side by side during important royal events. Those moments suggest that their bond goes far beyond titles and succession. Perhaps that is why Queen Letizia and King Felipe have often emphasized giving both daughters as normal an upbringing as possible despite the extraordinary circumstances of royal life. They have encouraged education, responsibility, and family values. Those lessons may ultimately matter more than any title. As the years pass, Princess Leonor will continue preparing for the responsibilities of becoming Spain's future queen. At the same time, Infanta Sofía will continue building a life that is uniquely her own. Different paths, different responsibilities, but the same commitment to serving their country. Sometimes, people assume that wearing the crown is the only way to make a difference. History tells a different story. Support, compassion, dedication, and public service are not limited to the monarch. Every member of a royal family has the opportunity to make a positive impact. Perhaps that is the greatest lesson in Sofía's journey. Her future is not defined by the crown she is unlikely to wear. It is defined by the character she chooses to develop and the contributions she chooses to make. That perspective changes everything. Instead of seeing a princess who missed out on becoming queen, we can see a young woman with the opportunity to create a meaningful role on her own terms while supporting her sister and representing Spain. And maybe that is not a heartbreaking ending after all. Maybe it is simply a different kind of beginning. As both sisters continue to grow into their public roles, the world will keep watching. Not only to see Princess Leonor's journey toward the throne, but also to discover the unique path that Infanta Sofía creates for herself. Their stories are connected, their futures are different, but together, they represent the next generation of the Spanish monarchy. If you were in Infanta Sofía's position, would you prefer the responsibility of becoming queen, or the greater personal freedom that comes with being second in line? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more fascinating stories about Princess Leonor, Infanta Sofía, King Felipe VI, Queen Letizia, and the Spanish royal family. In our next video, we'll explore a question that has fascinated royal watchers everywhere. Could Princess Leonor one day change the future of the Spanish monarchy in ways no one expects? You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.